did our big tap number in the middle of the show, and it was almost like 5 minutes long of us just straight tapping, and then as soon as it ended, people just stood up and started clapping.
Going to football games, getting dressed up for all the themes, and then just watching our team win, and even when they didn't win, it was still lots of fun.
Probably cake night. It's every time we won a football game, the following Tuesday after practice, we'd all bring in just desserts and just eat a bunch of cake.
Wellness days, I didn't hear any of the other schools doing that, and so we had a bunch of different activities, doing sports outside, doing fun activities inside, watching movies.
When I went to school for my sophomore year, I didn't know how to talk at all, but now I'm like doing speeches in front of people.
I have a lot more friends now than I thought I would have, and reaching out to people and just meeting some good guys to hang out with.
The most memorable teacher has definitely been Mr. Beekner. He was my sophomore civics teacher. He made a big difference to all the students.
Mr. Horton, we kind of have a hate-love relationship with each other. It depends on the day. Most of the time, it's just us bickering with each other in the middle of Comp Gov or A-Push last year. But then sometimes we'll have these moments where I'm like, oh, you're a really great teacher, or we'll be like, oh, you're a really great student, but then we go right back to just bickering with each other. And I really appreciate how I can have that, like, somewhat of like a friendship, like a real friendship relationship with one of my teachers.
Miss Winter, because she put in effort to get to know me, even if it was just like what the name of my cat was or like what my favorite color was. And she did that with every student.
Madame Angéjo, she's the French teacher. She did the crepe activities and the movies, and we just had a lot of fun doing AP class things and speaking French with each other.
Talking to my teachers once in a while. I think that's what I miss the most.
I've been with the same people since elementary school, really, so I'm definitely gonna miss seeing the same faces every day.
Probably being a freeloader, not having to worry about expenses, money, tuition, books, whatever, because my parents would help me with that all.
Just seeing people, you know, in class and talking to them, and just not having that every day. After high school, it's gonna be something to miss.
You are doing amazing already. You're graduating, you finished, you're done.
We made it. It's finally over, but I'm glad it happened, and I can't wait to see what we all do in the future.
Congratulations, class of 2024. We all have so much ahead of us.
Congrats, class of 2024. Don't give up on your dreams, please.
We have made it so far, and I am so excited to see what each and every one of us have in store for the rest of our lives.